welcome to Faith, Friendships, and Fun with Les. Today we get to play in the kitchen a little bit, and it is exciting because tis the time of the year. Well, actually for me, it's the time of the year. Every part of the year I make treats. It really isn't, but at Christmas time I want to try to do a little something different, so you're experimenting with me today. We are going to make, well, there's supposed to be like little balls and sticks on, like little popcorn, but they're not going to turn that way because we just have different ideas here in the kitchen with Les. But we are going to start with half a cup of sugar. Yes, the good curry kind, of course. That's all I ever make. So half a cup sugar. We're going to do a half cup. You can choose. This recipe tells me that I need to have some corn syrup in it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. But we have agave and honey that I usually use. But since I don't know this recipe well enough, I'm sticking with this. Okay, so I've got a half a cup of the sugar, half a cup of that, and now I am going to quickly find another spoon because we got to get some peanut butter in there. And we are going to start this about a half a cup. And I know those that have been with me before, you got to just use your little bit of imagination. We're dropping about a half a cup, but you know what, it's peanut butter, so why not a little bit more? Now we're going to start that up, and we are going to make it the old-fashioned way on the stove, just like that. We are going to make it, well, I think it probably most of y'all have made Special K bars. That's basically what we're looking at right now. So we're going to just stir, and the bonus is making these sugary treats. We are going to use that over popular holding the core, call it good. So while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the muscles that we need to use, right? That's helpful. But more than anything, I want to challenge us to use those muscles of the mind, because in that you can exercise it, and to exercise it is to push it to the limits, right? So when we have those kind of thoughts that come at you and like, oh, I'm so dumb, like, don't say that. Just stop right there, because you're not dumb. You might have made a dumb move or had a dumb thought or didn't do something that you should have done, but you're not dumb, okay? So challenge. That's an exercise. Next time it comes to mind, you're going to be a little quicker to not say those words about yourself, okay? Or how about worry? How about getting full of doubts? Same kind of thing. Exercise them out of your mind and place in there some faith. Place in there some, I can do better. What do I need to do? What do I need to change? Get a book, start studying. My darling Lorena and Jeffrey and I have had fun conversations when we get to work and play together like this. And we just learn from each other, and it gets me all excited to go read another book or to watch some documentary or something like that. And that is what this is mindful of. Like, we're exercising, holding the core, but I'm also, while I'm doing this, because if you're a cook, a baker, just preparing your meal by yourself, you're thinking about something. You know you are. You're not just thinking about that recipe and hopefully it turns out good. That's what I'm actually thinking about right now. But we have the power to think on things, right? Make it an exercise. Work with our heart and our head. Okay, I believe I'm turning this onto melting to make it look like this consistency, and I believe this is about where it's supposed to be. I may be wrong, and we'll find that out too. And then we'll just scrap it, and we'll just have a different form of treats. But I'm going to walk this over to the already prepared. We have 5 cups. I'm going to take it down a little bit more and just see where we go with this. So this is already done caramel corn. You can take popcorn, you can take those really fun, those little puffs that you can find at the store. That would be so they're hulless, and so then that might be a fun way to eat if you're kind of sensitive and to your the teeth. But we're gonna just stir this all up and hopefully not lose too much along the way. And like I said, I had the little recipe that I was looking at said about 5 cups popcorn. But I just want to make sure. One thing I do like when I make Rice Krispie bars or the old-fashioned Special K's, I do a little less just because I don't like them to be super firm. I like it to be a little bit soft in that. But you can see it's kind of turning that consistency right there. And we're just going to get them all coated nice and evenly. And this is when they tell you in the recipe, you can turn them into like little lollipops. You can pick it up and they'll form. And once it's cooled off here just a little bit. So you can see, you'll just take them into little drops like this. And we can plop them right down there. They'll harden and you'll have a little stick in there so you can take them into making sticks. But that's not so for us today. What we're gonna do is add, because this is where it stops, but if you have any kind of common sense, you're gonna add a little chocolate to this recipe. So I'm gonna take some milk chocolate chips, sprinkle them on in there. And I think I'm even going to take, these are peanut butter M&Ms. It might be an overkill on the chocolate peanut butter idea, but again, why not? So hopefully these fun treats, look how much better that looks in there. I just hope it works. Again, if it doesn't quite stick, maybe we'll stop and you can not make this recipe the way I did and just stick with the recipe that Raina will show you. But again, there's options. It calls for peanuts. I'm not big on the peanut things, so you're not going to have that today. But again, these are supposed to be put together in little balls with a stick, so you'll have little lollipops. But I'm turning them into a bar. So you can grab just about this. I'm going to grab a 7 by 11 because that looks like about the right size. And then we're going to put them right on in here. And we are going to enjoy it. And hopefully they mix mostly. It's a lot like a, you know, like a cereal cookie bar recipe, but it's popcorn. So we are going to get it all turned on into here. And this is a quick little treat. And I would not probably put it in the fridge, but just let it cool off before you eat it. Okay? Again, this is something to try. Quick and easy. And I hope you'll enjoy it. I think we will.